Welcome to GT7. This is SLYRED, and today we are going to do a tune on the Aston Martin V12 Vanquish GT3, the 2012. I have never run across a car that is so difficult to drive on the Nürburgring as this car. I imagine somewhere like Sardinia, it probably handled just perfect. And I've got it dialed in pretty good. I don't ever leave the track. But on the Nürburgring, my God, it's worse than that Ford Mustang GR3 on that track. It's fast, and it's faster than that Mustang. About the same horsepower, but whew, you don't want to take your eyes or hands off the wheel at any time. You will run into a wall. You'll leave the track. You'll take flight. And I did take flight at the end. Luckily, I stayed on the track, but the car left the ground completely. Like pulled a wheelie like a drag car. I don't like this car. But I'm going to give you the tune to it anyway. See if you can come up with something better. Let's go look at the parts. Okay, we ultimate parts. We couldn't buy any. It's a race car, so there's not many parts you could buy. I bought the power restrictor and the ballast, but you don't need to because I didn't cut anything on it. I bought the fully customized computer and the fully customized LSD, racing muffler, the high-end torque supercharger, the slotted disc brakes, fully customized suspension, brake controller, fully racing transmission, and we're tuning with racing hard, and this is 800 pp. About the racing, or the racing heavy wet rain tires. But let's go look at the tune. It's quick. Like I said, it's a fast car. It's like 5 seconds faster than that Mustang GR3 on the Nürburgring. But the Mustang controlled better on that track, and I don't like the way that Mustang rides either. People are like, why don't you race GR3 cars? Because they don't handle worth a damn. My Toyota FT1 handles better than most of the race cars out there on GR3. But let's look at the tune. And we did, or I did, there's no we about it, I did tons of messing with the transmission, the differential, the suspension, and I dialed it in as good as I could get it. Anyway, we're tuning for 800. The performance points on this car is 767.56. The maximum power is 788. The maximum torque is 649, that's a lot of torque. The weight, that's shocking too. 2,756 pounds. It's a pretty heavy car, but it might be that big old V12 in the front of it. But still less than 3,000 pounds. And like I've always told you, anything under 3,000 pounds is a light car. But I think a race car should be lighter than that. Anyway, we're using racing hard tires, fully customized suspension. The body height in the front is 70, in the rear is 75. Anti-roll is 9 in the front, 9 in the rear, 9 and 9. The damping ratio compression is 35 in the front, 35 in the rear. Damping ratio expansion, 45 in the front, 45 in the rear. Natural frequency, 4.45 in the front and 4.45 in the rear. Negative camber angle, I got a 2.3 in the front and 2.0 in the rear. The toe angle is 0 neutral in the front and 0.12 in on the rear. My differential is set at 14, 19, and 17, and maybe you guys can mess with that and make this car handle a little better. The downforce, the front, we've got 440. In the rear, we got 560. ECU output adjustment, we didn't take nothing off of that. We didn't add any ballast weight. We didn't change the ballast positioning, and we didn't take nothing off the power restrictor. We got the fully customized racing transmission. We got top speed set at 260. I did change all the gears because I thought that might have been the problem. It wasn't. But make sure your gears match my gears. See if you come up with something better than I did. The supercharger high-end torque. Racing muffler. And there's no parts you can buy for it. Because it's a race car, it would be nice if we could have had the weight reductions on it. But nope. So if you need a closer look at the transmission, pause the video. If you need a closer look at the suspension and the differential, pause the video. And if you have any questions, or if you have anything you can help me out with this tune, I haven't asked any of my friends, so I'm just putting it out to the public. Because my friends would probably laugh about this car. They're like, really? Why are you even tuning that car? I did get it to stay on the track like 99% of the time on the Nürburgring, and I wasn't afraid of it. I went full throttle everywhere I could. I didn't back off of it. I went all out. So people were like, "Oh, don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it." I ain't afraid of it. But come on. It's an Aston Martin. It should handle better. Front engine car, I know people are going to say, well, you know, front engine cars don't handle as well. Well, I think that V12 sits far enough back behind the front wheel, it's almost a mid-engine. But I'll show you a lap I did at the Nürburgring, and at the end, like I said, it popped a wheelie over the last hill like a drag car, almost straight up in the air. It was hard to control, and I still kept it on the track and was still able to run a faster time than that Mustang GR3 race car, not street car. By 5 seconds, I beat it. Maybe this is back when Ford owned Aston Martin. Could be. And that's why we're having problems with it. Okay, if you guys have any cars you'd like to see me tune, engine swapped or not, race car or not, street car, doesn't matter, write them in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And everybody, thanks for watching my video. Have a great day.